searching for new and unique and unusual ways of finishing the edges of my quilts. And one of the best things I found recently is ripping. I love to rip stuff, and ripping fabric can be a lot of fun. I look for fabrics that are loosely woven and fabrics that look the same on both sides. So a woven fabric that doesn't have a print on the surface is the best bet. What I like to use a lot of are shot cottons. Shot cotton has one color of thread in the warp and a different color of thread in the weave, so that you yield different colors when you rip the fabric. These are made by K Facet, and they're his big line of shot cottons. They rip really nicely, and on this particular one we can see that we've got a pale color of pink, and then the opposite side here we've got this wonderful intense blue. So depending on which way we rip the fabric, we're going to end up with a different kind of eyelashy, hairy edge. So I'm going to kind of show you what I did with this quilt. This quilt was all about embellishments, so I definitely wanted to have a funky edge to it. And sometimes I'm in a hurry and I really don't want to take a lot of time either. So I put an iron-on adhesive on the back of this orange shot cotton and ironed it so that it is covering the edge on the back, and we have this raw edge here, and pulled it around to the front. Before I ironed it down to the front, I inserted a piece of this fabric that had been ripped. So that's what you're seeing here with this dark purple, and you see here that it has this deep dark blue edge, and that's because it has that different color of thread in the warp and the weft. After I inserted that in and then ironed down the orange, I had the raw edge of the orange on the front that I wanted to cover. So I took another one of these shot cottons, or these rippable fabrics, and ripped it and then wound it really tightly so that it kind of made a cord. And then I couched that cord on to cover the raw edge of the binding. So it was just stitched on right here. So we get some fuzzy bits that are hanging out of it, and it kind of has this kind of rough look to it. The ingenious part about it was the fact that I used 4 separate pieces for that green portion here and left them long and hanging in each of the corners, and then just tied them in a knot to finish them off. So as this quilt ages, these fibers are going to continue to ravel a bit, and they're going to be even more interesting. There are so many ways that you can add some really nice, funky, weird touches to your quilts to make them much more unique and much more your own. I hope you'll explore some of them.